And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
The ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Good job.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down. They're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Taken down back at the 42.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Mike, 53, Mike. 53 for Mike. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
From the gun, Murray. The Kansas City defense, tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
For Christian Kirk, incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
Cardinals 10.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Chiefs 6.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
48, 48 to Mike.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
56.
From the gun, it's Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Fitzgerald going to get it on the end around. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You got to walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
4-yard loss on the play.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now Bell stopped up behind the line as he's going to wind up losing a couple here.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 82 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13.
That ties the game, 13-all. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray. Flushed out right. On the run. He's got a man. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
At the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Murray from midfield. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Brings up third.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Murray. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. A final shot before half from Murray. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 44, Murray, throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That 2nd down play nets a -4. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. It's Murray. Fitzgerald on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with Drake. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boy, 56.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game at 20 all.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Devon Kennard. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
That's the end of the 3rd.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Murray has the first down and more. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
You're trapped. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Murray to give. This is Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
At the 18-yard line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the...
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And he'll get this up over the 25 and the 26.
He was brought
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Right there. 56.
From the gun, Murray. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
At the 49-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Murray to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
23 more
23 yards on the play.
Cardinals first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game at 27. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Well, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Back to throw. Murray. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Watch a slide. Watch a slide. Hey, hey. Check. 53.
To throw is Murray. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
By Patrick Peterson.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Devon Kennard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to throw. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime,
the Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jordan Phillips able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? The quarterback gets hit.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He'll buy some time right. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there in overtime. 61 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Jordan Phillips getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second.
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, convert.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.